Have you ever wondered why the ones who feel destined for something greater often carry the deepest loneliness? Why the people who seem to see more, feel more, and sense more are also the ones who feel most misunderstood? It's not because they are weak. It's not because they are broken beyond repair. It's because the world does not yet know what to do with them. You've felt it. The silence in a crowded room. The way your thoughts seem heavier than others can handle. The way your heart carries battles no one else even notices. You've asked yourself, why me? Why does it feel like I'm the only one walking through this fire? And maybe, somewhere deep down, you've started to believe that this isolation is proof that you are unworthy, unwanted, or unloved. But the truth is far more powerful than that. Loneliness is not your enemy. It is a sign. It is the mark of someone who does not belong to the ordinary path, someone who was never meant to blend in. The weight you feel is not punishment. It is preparation. And if you can endure the distance, if you can survive the silence, you will discover that what feels like breaking is actually the shaping of something unshakable within you. Stay with this, because the pain you carry has meaning, and by the end you will see why the chosen ones, those who walk alone, those who feel broken, are never truly broken at all. They are being built for something far greater. The reason it feels so heavy is because you are carrying something most people will never understand. You see the cracks in the world that others ignore. You feel the weight of truths that others run from, and that makes you different. But difference comes with a price. People may envy you, they may distance themselves. They may even call you fragile, when in reality you are holding storms inside that would break them in an instant. You've been judged not for who you are, but for the way you unsettle the comfort of those around you. That judgment leaves scars, and those scars whisper lies, that you are too much, too strange, too broken to belong. But understand this, the very thing that isolates you is also the thing that proves your power. Not everyone is asked to carry this kind of weight. Not everyone is chosen to walk this kind of path. Scarcity makes it precious. Rarity makes it valuable. And if it feels like no one around you understands, it's because you were never meant to be surrounded by the ordinary. This loneliness, this breaking, it's not the end of you. It is the fire that refines you. Every time you think you are at your limit, something within you is being stretched, sharpened, made unshakable. You are being prepared to withstand what others cannot. And that should terrify you, but it should also ignite you, because if you can survive this, you will rise carrying a strength that cannot be taken away. The world does not yet see it, but deep down you already know it. That's why you're still here. That's why even when everything inside you screams to give up, you keep going. Something in you refuses to die, and that something is the proof. You are not broken, you are becoming. Every crack you've tried to hide is where the light gets in. Every wound you carry is proof that you've survived battles most people never even see. You think your brokenness is weakness, but it's not. It's evidence of the war you've already fought, and while others crumble at the smallest struggle, you're still standing, scarred, yes, tired, yes, but still here. That is power. You were never meant to be untouched. You were meant to be unbreakable. There's a difference. Perfection does not inspire. Perfection does not transform. What inspires is the one who has been dragged through the fire and still refuses to bow. What transforms is the one who has been shattered and yet rises sharper, stronger, unstoppable. That is who you are becoming, whether you see it or not. But there is danger in forgetting this truth. The world will try to convince you that you are nothing special, that you should shrink, that you should silence the voice inside you. If you believe them, you lose yourself. If you believe them, the gift you carry never sees the light. That is why your fight matters more than you realize, because it's not just your life on the line, it's everyone your life was meant to touch. And here is the urgency. Time is moving. Every moment you doubt yourself, every moment you choose fear over courage, the calling inside you grows restless. It does not wait forever. The world needs what you carry, and if you stay silent, if you keep hiding, that weight will crush you instead of crown you. So this is your choice, to keep seeing your loneliness as proof that you're broken, or to finally recognize it as proof that you were chosen. Not everyone is called, but you are. And the fact that you feel this so deeply right now is all the evidence you need. They tried to break you, but they underestimated what they were shaping. Every betrayal, every rejection, every lonely night was not the end. It was the forging. The fire didn't destroy you, it refined you. What others call scars are actually signatures of survival, proof that you are still here when everything else wanted you gone. Do you understand what that means? It means you cannot be measured by ordinary standards. You are not here to live a quiet, forgettable life. You are here to shake the ground beneath you. That is why you've been tested harder, pushed further, and cut deeper than the rest, because only the ones who are tempered in fire can hold the kind of power you are meant to carry. But here's the truth you cannot ignore. This gift you've been given will demand everything from you. It will cost you comfort. It will cost you acceptance. It will cost you the illusion of fitting in. And if you keep resisting it, if you keep pretending you are like everyone else, you will suffer twice, once from the weight of your calling and once from the lie of denying it. The urgency is real. You are standing at the edge of a decision. Either you rise into the person you were meant to become, or you keep shrinking into the version the world prefers. One path leads to emptiness, regret, and a slow fading into nothing. The other leads to impact, legacy, and the kind of life that cannot be forgotten. The loneliness you feel is not punishment. It is the price of greatness. The brokenness you carry is not weakness. It is the evidence that you were strong enough to survive what was meant to destroy you. And if you can see that now, if you can feel the truth burning in your chest, then you already know. You are not ordinary. You are chosen. And chosen ones are never meant to stay hidden. You were never meant to walk an easy road. Easy roads don't create leaders. Easy roads don't shape visionaries. Easy roads produce comfort, not destiny. And that is why your path has been marked by struggle, by silence, by nights where the weight felt unbearable. Because destiny is not handed to anyone, it is forged in the places most people run from. The pressure you feel, the isolation that haunts you, the sense of being misunderstood. It is not a curse. It is the refining ground of someone who carries more than the ordinary heart can bear. If you were meant to be average, life would have left you untouched. But you were chosen for something greater, and greatness always comes with a cost. You can't afford to waste time wishing for a lighter load. That desire to be like everyone else is what steals your power. The truth is this: the very thing that makes you different is the thing the world needs most from you. And if you bury it, if you hide it, if you silence it, you are not just betraying yourself. You are betraying every soul that needed your fire to light their path. Do you see why your fight matters? Every time you choose to rise instead of collapse, someone else gains the courage to do the same. Every time you speak when your voice shakes, someone else finds the strength to speak their truth. Every time you refuse to quit, someone else learns that it's possible to keep going. Your life is not just about you. It is the ripple that shakes generations. That is why the loneliness feels so sharp. That is why the breaking feels so brutal. Because what you carry is not just for you. It is bigger, heavier, greater. And if you can stand under that weight, if you can claim it instead of running from it, you will not just survive. You will become unstoppable. Every chosen one reaches a breaking point, a moment where the silence feels louder than their purpose. A moment where giving up seems easier than going on, and that's when most people stop. They surrender. They trade their destiny for comfort, their fire for safety, their calling for the illusion of belonging. But not you. You wouldn't still be here if you were meant to quit. The fact that you've survived this long means there is more inside you than you've dared to believe. You've been tested harder because your impact will be greater. You've been stretched further because your reach will go farther. What looks like punishment is proof that the universe, life, God, whatever you believe in, has invested more in you than in most. And when that much has been invested, it is never without reason. The stakes could not be higher. If you fall asleep to your calling, the world loses what only you could give. If you keep doubting yourself, the people waiting for your strength will never see it. If you keep shrinking, your light dies with you, and the world grows darker. That is the cost of silence. That is the cost of hiding. But if you choose differently, if you rise, if you own the path, if you carry your loneliness, not as a curse, but as a crown, you become unstoppable. The broken pieces of you become armor. The weight you carry becomes the force that moves mountains, and the loneliness that once haunted you becomes the very sign that you were never meant to walk in crowds. You were meant to lead them. This is your moment, not tomorrow, not someday, now, because the longer you wait, the heavier the regret will become, and regret is the one weight no chosen one was ever meant to carry. The world has always tried to convince the chosen ones that they are too much or not enough, too intense, too different, too broken. But here's the truth. It takes someone who feels too much to heal what others ignore. It takes someone who refuses to fit in to create something the world has never seen. It takes someone who has been broken to show others how to rise. That is why you have been marked by struggle. That is why you cannot escape the weight you carry. But the danger is real. If you keep believing the lies spoken over you, if you keep treating your scars as shame instead of proof, you risk burying the very thing that makes you unstoppable, and the world is starving for what you hold inside. People you will never meet are waiting for the ripple of your courage. Whole generations can be shifted because you chose to rise instead of hide. That is how high the stakes are. Every time you silence yourself, you are delaying more than your destiny. You are delaying someone else's freedom. Every time you convince yourself that you're too broken, you rob someone else of the example they need to believe it's possible to rise. You don't carry this weight just for you. You carry it for everyone who will find their strength through yours. So understand this. Your loneliness is not abandonment. It is the clearing of space so you can hear what most people never will. Your brokenness is not failure. It is the cracking open of a vessel too small for the fire inside you. And if you embrace that truth, if you stop running from it, you will see what all chosen ones eventually see, that the very things meant to destroy you are the things that prove you are destined to lead. This is why you cannot quit. This is why you cannot shrink, because chosen ones are never remembered for the moments they felt ordinary. They are remembered for the moment they decided to step into everything they were meant to be, no matter the cost. The loneliness you feel is not empty space. It is sacred ground. It is where strength is carved, where vision is born, where clarity is sharpened. While others drown in noise, you have been pulled into silence so you can hear the voice inside that refuses to be silenced. That voice is your compass. That voice is your weapon. That voice is the reason you've survived every storm that should have destroyed you. But you must decide to trust it. If you ignore it, you will keep living small, trapped in a life that suffocates you. If you follow it, you will walk into a future that terrifies you, but also sets you free. That's why the pressure has been so relentless. It is pushing you to choose. The universe doesn't waste fire on those who aren't meant to burn brighter. You can feel it, can't you? That pull in your chest, that knowing that you were not made for average, that restlessness that will not let you settle. That is your calling, and it will not leave you alone until you answer it. The longer you delay, the heavier it gets. But the moment you surrender to it, the weight transforms into fuel. Everything you've suffered, everything you've lost, everything that broke you, it wasn't meaningless. It was the shaping of a weapon the world cannot stop. You. And when you finally step into it, when you stop apologizing for who you are, the same people who once doubted you will be forced to witness the power they tried to bury. This is not the time to hesitate. This is the moment to claim what is already inside you. Because chosen ones don't wait for permission. They don't beg to be understood. They rise. And once they rise, nothing can put them back in the shadows.